evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, for a much-anticipated main event. Scheduled for 15 rounds of lightweight action between Robert Guerrero and Vinny Paz. Guerrero's almost giving you the feeling here that he's completely indifferent to all the pressure. I mean, this is a guy that's been there, done that, and he couldn't care less about the pressures that are in front of him. Vinny Paz is making that final walk that separates man and warrior, soon to be embattled there in the ring.
Over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Paz's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Scores up top with a left. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching.
Come on, you kid.
We expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time, and our fans, they're going to enjoy it.
Guerrero's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. You see him holding on. Scored well up top. Robert Guerrero's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away.
Finish with a hook.
Clinching his opponent. Nobody likes to see that. And now they're trading blows. Good block by Vinny Paz. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. So many times you hear of an early round where they're just feeling each other out. No way. Not these guys. Straight to action.
Well, if they can keep this up, they're both going to have headaches, but we're going to have a special one on our hands.
Robert Guerrero's able to land a good, solid left hand. Nice strike after catching one by Vinny Paz. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Comes right back with some offense of his own. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counterpunch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
Good job.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Final 10 seconds. shot lands after blocking away his opponent's effort. Round comes to an end here. Glad you've joined us ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas on another night at the fights. We're with you all year long, every step of the way, as is our crew. And the guys just don't get enough credit sitting back there in the production truck, but they make all this happen, Teddy.
Yeah, they do. Of course, Rick, Robbie, Mike, all you guys, Brian, Scott, Russ. We appreciate you doing all the difficult work while we get a chance to sit out here and enjoy the fun part. And by the way, you guys, after we just said that, you guys are picking up the tab tonight.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Oh, good exchange there. There's the uppercut, one of my favorite punches, and it works that time for him. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Vinny Paz. His opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. They both decide to bring it. Straight right was lined up, but he missed. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Paz's inability to hit the target is really making him look silly right now. He's throwing plenty of punches, just none of them are landing.
No, he's throwing them too wide, too far away, and what's going to be worse, right now he's only getting frustrated, maybe embarrassed, as you touched on, but what's going to be worse is when he starts getting counted in between them.
Halfway through round number 2. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Guerrero's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Just hugging there. Paz's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches.
Work in the body.
Final 60 seconds after 2 minutes of pure fury. Back and forth exchange. Good defensive skill. Robert Guerrero's being very patient here. And banging away he goes. Oh, an explosive headshot there. He is down. Guerrero's up from the knockdown, but what we really want to look for is how he reacts in the coming moments of this fight. He fires off the combination there and it lands. And now you see the southpaw pulling the trigger with the straight left. Guerrero's well off the mark that time. Accurate with the straight left. And we come to the end of the round. Paz's momentum now could carry things. That was a strong round scoring that knockdown.
Relax, relax, relax. You gotta relax. You gotta move out. Move, move, move. Breathe now.
All we need is water
Breathe.
out there, and that's it.
You good?
You don't need that, no, throw that away.
Start of a new round, and it seems like a whole new man. Hard to believe that this is the fighter that was just knocked down in the last round.
Well, he's got some of those great recovery skills, kind of like Arturo Gatti used to always have. You know, he was a guy that he could be battered, he could look like he was barely hanging on, and then all of a sudden the next round, he looked good to go.
took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Scored well up top. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Guerrero's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. You know, you go out there, solid. Remember earlier, he was on the canvas. Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
Down he goes, now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
How about that left hand? Great counter punch, and I loved how he moved off to the side and then landed it. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
Move your head!
Good, strong uppercut. He comes right back with it after taking one.
Keep moving. Gotta be see those coming.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Back to the body.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense.
You need to keep that head moving.
He gets hit, but he gives it right back. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counter punch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Okay. You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep it up, all right?
Throw that away.
Look, you're standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body more.
So 3 rounds are in the books here. Guerrero's up 2 rounds to 1 on Teddy's scorecard. Punch stats don't always tell the story, but in this case, he's been the busier man, throwing more punches.
Yeah, but he's also had to do a lot more work just to keep his opponent off him, just to keep him defensive.
Paz is in bad shape. Wow, this should be fun to see. There it is! And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again? Paz is unable to continue. This fight is over. Knockout. That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit, because he knew this was possible, and they got it.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you soon.